And welcome. You're here to Manifesting Your Dreams with Pablo Miguel, where every week we actually covering a chapter from this book, Think and Grow Rich. What are the 17 principles, 17 proven principles that pretty much everybody that has achieved anything in life, pretty much anybody that has manifested something significant in their lives, whether they knew it or not, they have to actually do. They have to put into practice. So this week, I'm very, very excited. We're going to be covering one of the most important principles, which is actually persistence. And I feel I'm just so excited to have an amazing guest today, all the way. He's originally from France. And we actually watched the France-Uruguay game together.
That's right.
France did incredible. Okay, they actually won, and hopefully by the time you're watching this, maybe France is already the world champion or not. Well, no.
That'll be great.
But he's an amazing human being. We recently known each other, but I really got to admire and respect, and I really feel privileged that he's spending some time with us today, because he has a lot of inspiration, number one, for you. So if there's anybody that you like to get inspired, you want to tag their name on it, because they want to watch this interview. But more than anything, somebody that actually is walking their talk, or I should say, dancing their talk, right? Mm-hmm. And making things happen. So Luis, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time.
Appreciate it.
If you could just take a couple of minutes, let our audience know who you are, where you're coming from, things like that, that would be fantastic.
All right. Well, so my name is Louis French. I moved in the United States 27 years ago, and actually 27 years ago this month.
Oh,
exactly.
Wow.
So absolutely love America. Became American when I turned 50. I decided the second part of my life I'll be American, and the third part we'll see what happens.
We might be in another planet by that time, right?
There was always room to do some extra stuff. I was an ice skater for a long time, for 20 years. I was part of the Olympic team in 1980, and decided to move in the United States when my child was a year and a half, and my wife, and we moved in Kansas, where I had a school of ballroom dancing for 20 years, and after that I decided to move in Vegas, and since then I accomplished a lot of things. When my wife, we were 6-time national and world champion. My daughter
6 times. Did you get that?
Yes.
6 times.
Yes. And in 2011, my daughter and I, we made history because we became first-time father-daughter world champion in cha-cha, rumba, swing, bolero, mambo, and in a very interesting place in Bermuda. So
that's where the competition was.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was a cool
5
place.
different disciplines.
Yes,
you won
5 different dances.
Wow.
And,
that's amazing.
It's a fantastic journey. I coach all over the world, and I still coaching. I've been all over the United States, more than all over the world anymore, because I like to stay in the United States. In 2014 and 15, I was crowned top teacher in the United States out of 7,000 teachers that we are. And I still competing regularly with my students to stay in shape. So 57, I feel 30, and I feel that Benjamin Button is becoming a real story with what I do, the life that I'm living.
That is fantastic. It's fantastic. And one of the things you share with me is like when you look at people that have exceed as an athlete, and you're definitely an athlete in what you do, and then they get into coaching, they get out of shape, right?
That's right.
And Louis said to me, this is the only discipline in
Correct.
the world where
right.
the coach has to be in better physical shape than the students, right?
That's correct. This is the only sport, because we're doing professional amateur, so we're dancing in competition. We all have coach who do that in the United States, actually over the world now. We're professional amateur. We're competing with our students. So if we have 5 students and we're dancing 50 times with every student, that's 300 times that we're dancing in 3 days, and that put us in incredible shape, because we do exercise more than the people we're teaching. So this is very, very, very interesting.
It blew me away. Absolutely.
It's completely different than any other sport we exist, because we're not on the side giving advices. We're actually on the floor dancing with the students.
Exactly. And then, like you were saying, like the 90 seconds at a time,
yes.
right? So it's like there's a lot of stress, because you only have like 90 seconds to show your best, right?
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
So that means that not only you have to be in top physical shape, but you also have to be very, very focused, right?
Very
one
fast.
little mistake, you can lose that,
That's
right?
right. Very fast, because after 1 minute and a half, you have 5 seconds to go to the next dance.
Absolutely.
So basically, it's a non-stop. That represents 3 marathons in 3 days.
Wow.
That's really what that represents.
That is fantastic. It's fascinating. Definitely fascinating. So think about. I think like one of the things that happen to people when they come, they say like, oh, I wanted to write a book, right? And we have several of our guests who write a book. But I know a lot of people that say like, I wish I could dance tango, or I wish I could dance salsa,
Yes,
or I
right,
wish I could dance that, right?
That's
So
right.
what would you tell those people? Somebody maybe watching that, maybe they're thinking, I wish I could learn to dance. Maybe I'm too old or whatever.
Well, first of all, there's no too old. That is in your head. There is a say that if you talk about your age, if it's a matter of mind, and if you don't mind, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
So you can start dancing at any age. I have a lady who started dancing with me. She was 65.
At 65, she started.
And she's 65,
Wow.
and she danced with me for 25 years.
Oh, wow.
And unfortunately passed away at 90 years old. But she was dancing until the last breath. And it was just amazing, because basically I believe that she extended her life of 10 years easy because of dancing.
That's what I was thinking. Yes.
Yes, because of dancing. Because what it is, it's you don't think about it. It's physical. It's proved and proved and proved so many times. There are so many articles will be writing about the fact, and it's one of the best way to fight Alzheimer's disease, because you always have to
Coordinate,
physically,
right?
coordinate your body with your mind. So a healthy mind in a healthy body. That's one of the major thing you want to do in life to keep going. So this is probably one of the most intense exercise with low impact that you can do, and you can bring that anywhere you want. If you 15 years old, or if you're 85 years old, you can dance and you can bring that, and you can have so much fun. There's different things. I can tell you something, that at 57, I've never been drunk in my life. Not even one time. I didn't have time, because when I was going in the nightclub or things like this, I was not drinking, I was dancing. So I didn't have time to drink. And that kept me in shape, rather than worry about drinking too much alcohol and not remember what I did the next morning.
That is fantastic, and I'm so glad you mentioned that, because sometimes people think like, oh, if you dance, you have to be drinking and so forth. That's not true, right?
It's just the opposite.
Yeah.
Just the opposite.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like that's.
I have a lot of people say, in order to, I can dance, but I need to be drunk. Well, that's the problem. If you're drunk, you're not dancing. You're
just moving your body.
You're moving your body back and forth, and that's it.
But,
yeah, exactly.
That is so great. We just had another interview with a young lady who actually she coaches people going through addiction and getting out of addiction and things like that. She's about your daughter's age, and I was very very impressive on a previous segment. So you can be healthy. Dance is a lot of fun, and if you look at some people from Europe or even from Brazil, for the women in Brazil are famous like being in good shape and things like that, and they say I never go to the gym, but they dance all the time, right? So they dance all the time. So it's so interesting when I remember one time going to the gym and I say people are paying to walk.
Yeah.
They're paying to go to the gym, or they're buying a machine to walk. And I say, isn't that ridiculous?
Yes, exactly. Yes,
exactly. Like, oh, I hate to go into the machine. And I say, well, there's so many other things you can do. You can go hiking, you can go dancing, and also the other aspect that I think I'd like you to cover is the community that is built, right?
Yes. I would say, well, we're in Vegas, but I will tell you this: wherever the city you are in, you have different dances that even if you're not somebody who just easy money wise, that you can go. You can do swing, you can do tango. My favorite, because that community is very, very, very good, it's salsa.
Salsa, okay.
Salsa, very good, because first of all, the dance is not complicated. It's not all about technique like sometimes in ballroom dancing we see, but it's all about fun music, good fun, good everybody dance with everybody. The Tuesday evening, as a matter of fact, this is the next Tuesday, we have the fantastic Latin Fix.
Fantastic Latin Fix.
Yes,
okay.
that's Latin Fix. That's
Latin
the name.
Fix,
I say
okay.
fantastic because it is fantastic.
Oh, it is fantastic.
But the name is Latin Fix, and it's held at the Eclipse Theater, and it's by Noel and Christine, and they're all that. It's a fantastic night. It's fun. It's classy. It's safe. The environment it is, and everybody dances with everybody, and it's not very difficult. But the thing is, you move so much. Then if you keep doing that, you will find the other world of salsa, and you will be able even to go to the other places. And I'm telling you something, if you do that, and you enter, for example, in the world of salsa, I can guarantee you something in a month. If you want to lose weight, if you want to feel better, if you want to meet some people, it's gonna go so much faster, you have not even an idea how fast it will go. You know? If you want to do ballroom dancing, you have to go in the dance studios, and that's a much different ball game. And that I can help you with that too, because I will teach you how to start ballroom dancing and to go where you're supposed to go.
That is fantastic. Like, so look at all the benefits, right? So next Tuesday. So what time on Tuesday?
Tuesday start at 8:30.
Okay.
It's 9 o'clock.
So that's not too late. So
yes. And it's at like I said, it's at Eclipse Theater, and
Eclipse?
it's very nice. There's always a guest teacher. There are some guest performer every time, and there's a theme. And this weekend, you're going to be relaxed because it's a pajama party. So you're going to dance salsa in pajama.
Wow! So it's a lot of fun.
Is it more comfortable than that?
A little bit of variety, right?
Exactly.
A little bit of variety. So there you go. Let's go dancing. But if you just join us, you hear the Manifesting Your Dreams. I'm very privileged today. We have Louis Barr. We have a lot to share with you. We're going to go into a break in a minute. You don't want to go anywhere. You want to stick around because some of the stories that this gentleman has are amazing. And we are going to be going over how persistence really makes a difference, because you have some dreams. We know you have some dreams. You know we have some dreams that you actually manifested, but there are a lot of dreams that you haven't yet. So we want to give you inspiration. We're going to give you tips. We're going to give you strategy so you relive those dreams, you go after them, and then we're going to be celebrating them with you. So don't go anywhere. Be right back, and you're going to have a lot of fun that we had already, just like if you were dancing.
That's right.
Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Well, hello there, gorgeous and fabulous girls and boys. I am Geezy. And if you need a good shot in the arm and a good laugh, watch my show. It's after that fabulous show called Fab Life. And this comedy show is called Geezy and his frenemies. So be there and be square. Oh, don't be square, be round. I'd like you round so you'll roll with laughter. And now, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together, and let's bring the world to you. Join us now.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jeff Fisher here. Just want to say hello and thanks for tuning in. Just want to make this really quick. Hey, I'm the marketing personnel for social media shows, and I have a marketing background, and I've been doing it for a couple years now. And I just want to say that we're going to be providing some amazing solutions for all your digital marketing needs. And so feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. Maybe you're a new business owner, or maybe you've been in business for a while and you have a problem getting leads and customers in your door. We now have some solutions that will help get you more clients consistently. We do Facebook advertising, websites.
And welcome back. Here today with Manifesting Your Dreams with Pablo Miguel and with Louis Barr. This guy is amazing. If you missed the first segment, you do want to go back and watch that, and I want to go dancing. You inspire me so much, right? But we're talking about a gentleman here that at a very early age left his native France, came into the U.S. with a baby, right, and his wife, started brand new life in Kansas, right?
Was not speaking one word in English.
No speaking one word in English. Pay attention to that. And so many times people say, oh, I wanted to do this, but, and they have a story of their past, right? This is the reason they use that as an excuse, right? So we want to inspire you. We want to open up your mind that it doesn't matter what your past is. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. At any moment, we can make a decision, we can make some changes. If we align ourselves with the right people, we have the right strategies, the right tips, the right inspiration, anything literally is possible. So we're talking about persistence, and this gentleman, not speaking a word in English, came over into Kansas, right, and started a studio, dancing studio, Arrow Zero. You're gonna talk a little bit about that in a second, and then to become a world champion, not once, but 6 times. So think about it. If you do it once, right, it's so hard to do it again and again and again. So tell us a little bit about that story. How did that happen, and how, because other people maybe wanted to do the same thing you did, right?
Yes.
I'm sure you saw other people with talent, but you were persistent. Why is persistence so important to do those things?
Well, the first thing is people, like you just said, Pablo, people find excuses. Well, that is for sure. There is excuses or there are results, but you don't have both.
You can't have both, right?
You're gonna have both.
You have to choose, right?
You have to choose excuses or results. So now, if you want to move faster, or if you want to move at least, there is another say: stop thinking about it, just do it. And that sounds crazy to say that, but trust me, people think so much about it, then they find all the excuses, that's what we were saying, to get the result. But if you just go for it, what do you think is going to happen? Oh my God, you're going to fail. You're going to fall on your butt. But the thing is, you're going to fall 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and because you're going to fall, at the end, you're going to get harder, you're going to get stronger, and you're going to know how to fall. I remember when I was an ice skater, we learned how to fall. Because believe it or not, this is a sport, ice skating, and when you see that in the Olympics or on TV, now you remember exactly what I say. That those skaters, they do 3 turns, 4 turns in the air. Well, how many times you see them fall? Every competition you have at least, and it's very rare that even a guy does a whole dancing without falling. Well, I will tell you this. When we go to skate, we know that we're going to fall at least 50 times.
Wow.
We know that we're going to fall because we are trying things we cannot do. In order to do 4 turns in the air, you have to be able to do 1. You have to be able to do 2. You have to be able to do 3. And finally you do 4. Every time you do you progress for half a turn, you probably fail already 500 times. Wow. That's what it is. So it's a very weird sport because you're riding, and every time you go on the ice, you know you're gonna fall. So that's an incredible set of mind. It's an incredible things will help me to move in life because I throw myself sometimes in situation knowing that I was a lot of chance that I will fall. But I say, you know what? That's okay. So what will happen? I clean a little bit the dust and I'll say, okay, let's move on, let's do it again, until it will go. Persistence, persistence, persistence. So I will tell you another thing. There is 3 words that are absolutely incredible in life. Ask, believe, receive. Those 3 words are so powerful, it's amazing. But here what happened. The people ask, and they want to receive, but they forget the most important word in the middle, believe.
They don't believe.
They don't believe.
They doubt.
They doubt. And if you start doubting, that's where you're going to fall. I would tell you this. If you start to doubt about what you do, stop doing it for a whole or 2 days. And do something completely different that you're good at or you have fun with. Yeah, I don't know. Go play pinball, go play soccer, go whatever you want to do. But change completely the energy around because probably a lot of time what happened, and this is one of the problems that people don't understand. If you always getting doing the same thing and you're getting some result, if you don't change that procedure, you're going to still getting the same results. So if it doesn't work, the things you need to understand is to change your procedures of doing things. And you'll see that, and it has to be completely different. Completely different. And you'll see that, wow, that would change. But when I say ask, believe, receive, that's the concept of the energy. You can ask. You have to believe and in order to receive. Well, the thing is, if you do too many things, the universe is not ready for you. Because you ask too many things, you do too many things. So what you need to do is you need to slow down. And you need to just bring the energy on a very calm level. When I was in Kansas, you asked my school, in 2012, I said, that's it, I'm done, I'm moving in Vegas. I had nothing. Now I was working 24/7. When you own a studio, you're actually not staying home doing nothing. You're working non-stop. So when I moved in Vegas, I took my car, my trailer on the back of it, motorcycle on the top of it, up, we went here, we're right here. I didn't know where I was going to stay because somebody allowed me to rent a house, a little house. It was really a little thing. But I arrived there and I said, we'll see what happened. Well, I hear what happened. For the 2 first day, I got in panic mode.
Oh boy.
Because I was able to do nothing and wake up the morning, eat popcorn, watch movies. And this is against what I always do in life. I always move. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So I tell you work, that's good. Which in America, that's the magic thing. If you're a hard worker, you're sure to make it. Unfortunately, that's not for sure in Europe. So I was in Vegas, and for 2 days I panicked because I said, I must do something wrong because I don't do nothing. So what I did, I took my motorcycle the third day. I went all around, travel, go on the strip. I went to buy a fantastic big screen TV, put it in my room, and I said, I have no reason that I cannot rest. And I've been working non-stop all my life. I can rest a whole week and do nothing. And so I just went around and walked in the neighborhood, and that's what I did for a whole week. Well, guess what happened? Things that I've been asking to happen for years start to happen because my energy was so high and so, because I do so many things, it was everywhere all the time. Everything went down, down, down to rest, and everything started to happen because now I was precise and more calm for everything I wanted. So you see, there's a balance between hard working, take your time, let the universe reorganize, be patient, but don't forget the magic word, believe. Believe, 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 believe. It's here one of the best picture I can ever tell you. You plant a seed, and you know that seed goes, grow, you water, and you never see the plant go out. Until you say, I'm done. But the plant was ready to go out just right now. And if you were waiting one more day, you will start to see something happening. And you didn't wait that time, you just gave up just too early. Now you're always going to tell me, say, yeah, but that was one day, and maybe there was 2 or 3 days. Yes, I say exactly. But the thing is, that's what you need to do. You need to be sure that you don't give up and you persist of everything you do. But you have to believe, because if you don't believe, why would you even do it? You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is you have to, if you believe, you will absolutely do that and keep going. But you have time or the doubt can come, that's when you need to rest. Go on the lake. Go do some boating or whatever it is. Do the jet ski, get crazy on the water, and do whatever you want. But when you're coming back, you'll see that everything is good. It's going to be. And if you go, we have so lucky now because we have Google. If you go on Google and you see the story of a lot of different people, artists, sport people, you'll see that their life was not always the easiest one. You see the life of Will Smith or Madonna, who just deliver pizza on people's house. She had to say, I'm here, I exist. Just look at me. So just believe, and persist on everything you do. I'm sorry.
So powerful. No, that was so powerful. And as a matter of fact, I need to watch this again. I need to be taking notes, some of the things you share. But you know what is very powerful is that we have a notion in this country, in this society, that people that are successful, they never fail, right? Yeah. Oh. It's like you think like, you look at artists, they're so lucky. You look at athletes, they're so gifted, right? And what you said is so powerful because by you being an ice skater, it prepared your mindset. You went in there knowing you were going to fall. Absolutely. Right? Absolutely. And we are growing kids nowadays, the young generation. I think they're so spoiled because they think they cannot make any mistake. They think the job they get, it has to be perfect, right? They're not willing to pay the price, and maybe it's our fault, right? Because we make it. If you look at movies, if you look at everything, there's so everything went perfect.
You're right, because you know what? We always say you learn from your mistake. Well, my children, I protect them a lot in everything, and they saw them fail. Because I involved them in some part. And I always told them, okay, let's talk about this. I wanted to know that I failed right there. I wanted you to understand so that you can learn from me to not do that.
Exactly.
And I let my children sometime, I know they were not going to on the right path, but I say, they need to learn. So, it doesn't matter what I'm going to say, they're going to know better than me.
Exactly.
And I'm going to let them fall. It's difficult for parents to accept this.
Exactly.
But the thing is, I'm watching to be sure that I'll be there to say, hey, give me your hand.
Exactly. But we need to know that you're going to overcome challenges. The challenges are going to show up, right?
That's right.
So if you go there, if you're in sales, somebody's going to say no. If you are looking for a relationship, the lady or the man, they might say no. So don't be afraid for that. But persistence is the key. And we have way more to talk. We're going to go on a break in a second here. You hear in Manifesting Your Dreams. We have an incredible story here. Somebody that against all odds, okay, was able to manifest some incredible things and also having some fun doing it. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. If you want to stay in touch with us, manifestingyourdreams.net. Stay connected with us. We'll be right back. Louis, you're amazing, man.
Thank you.
Très bien, my friend. Très bien.
It's Jeff Fisher here. Just want to say hello and thanks for tuning in. Just want to make this really quick. Hey, I'm the marketing personnel for social media shows, and I have a marketing background, and I've been doing it for a couple years now. And I just want to say that we're going to be providing some amazing solutions for all your digital marketing needs. And so feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. Maybe you're a new business owner, or maybe you've been in business for a while and you have a problem getting leads and customers in your door. We now have some solutions that will help get you more clients consistently. We do Facebook advertising, websites. I mean, there's so much stuff that we do, but just reach out to us because everybody has a unique situation. And so by us actually chatting with you and getting to understand your business, we can then position the right solution to help take your business to the next level. So thanks again for tuning in, and continue to support social media shows, like our stuff, be able to share it with the community, and just never hesitate to feel free to reach out and ask questions, see how we can help, again, take your business to the next level. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Jeff Fisher, and thanks again for tuning in to social media shows. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jeff Fisher here. Just want to say hello and thanks for tuning in. Just want to make this really quick. Hey, I'm the marketing personnel for social media shows, and I have a marketing background, and I've been doing it for a couple years now. And I just want to say that we're going to be providing some amazing solutions for all your digital marketing needs. And so feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. Maybe you're a new business owner, or maybe you've been in business for a while and you have a problem getting leads and customers in your door. We now have some solutions that will help get you more clients consistently. We do Facebook advertising, websites. I mean, there's so much stuff that we do, but just reach out to us because everybody has a unique situation. And so by us actually chatting with you and getting to understand your business, we can then position the right solution to help take your business to the next level. So thanks again for tuning in, and continue to support social media shows, like our stuff, be able to share it with the community, and just never hesitate to feel free to reach out and ask questions, see how we can help, again, take your business to the next level. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Jeff Fisher, and thanks again for tuning in to social media shows.
Yeah. Last days. These are your last days. Can nobody tell you nothing? Yeah. But let them tell you nothing. These are your last days. Can nobody hold you back? Can nobody tell you jack? These are your last days. So live positive, one nation under the same sun. You tell me to walk, then I might run. Nobody's keeping me from the finish line. I got bad vision like a cobra, but I see clear with my third eye. Mountains I climb, bird's eye, God's eye. How high can we go? People, I believe in you. You're unbelievable. Don't let them get you down. You got another round.
And we're having a lot of fun here and manifesting your dreams. I'm just getting so inspired. Some of the stories that Louis is sharing here with us. We have a world champion. We're going to learn about how he made that happen. But one question, a little earlier we were talking about dancing and all the benefits of dancing, right? So I know some people are saying, oh my God, I love to learn to dance. But it's like, I don't want to feel awkward just showing up, right? The first time, right? It's like in people say like when they're overweight, they don't want to go to the gym because they're going to be fat and they think everybody looks phenomenal, right? So what would you advise to somebody that says, I like to start dancing, but I'm going to feel awkward because I've never done that before. What can you say so they feel a little bit more confident?
Well, first of all, I will tell you this, that it doesn't matter. It doesn't
matter, huh?
what you do. When you're going to start to learn something for the first time, you're going to go out of the comfort zone.
There you go.
And you cannot not feel this way. And this is one of the major problems with people. Kids are bothered more than anything with that phone. They're in that comfort zone right there. They hide behind whatever they want, and they write whatever they want, and sometimes you don't even know really who they are and what they do. But out of the comfort zone, you have, here I would say the biggest difference between people who are doing okay in life and the people who are very successful. The people who are very successful get out of the comfort zone more than anybody else. They get out of the comfort zone. Because in order to take risk, you cannot take risk in your comfort zone. Because it's like this, there's a path right there. But if you want to grow, that you're going to have to do, you're going to have to grab something on the way this way, or grab something on the way and say, oh, I didn't know that, oh, I learned that, and everything. Well, I'll tell you this. Believing or not, when I was 12, until I was 12 years old, I had a problem. I would call that a disease. I was shy. I was so shy. Then I didn't have no friend. I was that thick. I had such a bad score in school because I was afraid to ask questions. So it was terrible. And I had no self-confidence. I was so shy. It was amazing. To give you an example, I dreamed about this bicycle. 12 years old, I finally got it. And I didn't drive it for a month because I was afraid that the people look at me in the street.
Oh my God, wow.
So you talk about here afraid of the comfort zone. Until one day, that I can write a book on it. Until one day I went to the school. I went to the school with the school in the ice rink. And so never skated before, and I'm still a kid, so sometimes I can let myself go by just getting crazy. have fun. We went with the ice rink. We went to the school on the ice rink, and so there was a coach was over there, and the coach was showing to all the kids how to do something. And so he showed us different things, you know, and he come to see me and he said, wow, you're doing so good. I mean, you're doing that already as you sport. And I said, this is the first time in my life I'm skating. He said, your first time? That's amazing. You really have a lot of talent. I said, oh, I don't know about that. Here we go, my shyness coming back. And I said, no, I don't know. I was just having fun. It's no. And you know what? Those physical things, the touch, you know, the body motion, your body language, we just talk and everything. And he said, oh, I see. I can tell you're shy. I see. Why don't you give me the phone number of your parents? And I have excuses for everything.
Oh boy.
You know, no, you know, my parents don't have a lot of money. You know, I don't think they can do that. And he said, just give me the phone number of your parents. That's all. And I said, I don't know about that. Well, he comments me, and he got the phone number of my parents. And that night, that man changed my life.
Wow.
He called my parents and he said, listen, I met your son today. I can see a shy guy. This is what I want to do. I think he has a lot of talent. I want to take him. I want to take him under my wing. I want to take care of him for a whole year for free.
Wow.
I want to be sure that I take care of him. He has a lot of talent, and he needs to understand how to get out of this problem of shyness. But the fact is that he has talent. Well, so that's what I did. He did, and you need to understand. He was in 1973, and he was a world champion in 1969 in ice skating. So he was a big dude. He was a big guy in the industry, and he's still actually in coaching some of the couple in the Olympics sometime right now.
Wow.
So what happened is, oh, trust me, I was the first one to go on the ice, the last one to leave the ice.
You were committed.
Oh my God, I was committed. Somebody
right?
believe I can do something.
Wow.
Some believe things I can do something. Oh, trust me, I didn't disappoint that coach. Because of that, I had to perform in front of people alone. So because of that, I started to develop some self-confidence. I started to develop some muscles on my body because I was doing an athletic sports. And I started to feel like, okay, things can be better. And it developed that set of mind that basically, if you get out of the comfort zone and you try things, you're going to make a fool of yourself. Because you are not going to know where you're going. But the thing is, at the end, you're going to learn something fantastic. And I can tell you something, that there are a lot of things that I did in my life that I tried to see what I will go. And there are things that I don't want to try because I'm so overachieving now, because I know I can do whatever I want, basically. Don't tell me I cannot do something, because it would be just the opposite. I will prove it to you that I can do whatever you say, I will do it. If tomorrow I want to play golf, I will play golf. And I will play golf well, because I would work and work to be better than average as fast as possible. So that brings me, I did badminton, and I moved in the United States when I was ready to go in the national team.
Oh,
badminton.
Badminton. Wow.
Yes, I had black belt in karate because I wanted to really understand the concept of martial arts. I was a big fan of Bruce Lee. But anyway, it's because I wanted to do this kind of thing. I did bicycle on a very high level, because that was keeping my legs very strong when I was an ice skater. And every time I had to do something, I was not afraid to put myself in a place of get out of the comfort zone. And this is really one of the things you need to understand. Get out of your comfort zone. Get something. Here, a fantastic story, and this is true, and this is one of my favorite stories that I always use, for me even. Michael Jackson does the moonwalk. Oh my God. The moonwalk, that's the big deal.
Extraordinary, right?
Which was created by the Frenchman, by the way, the Mime Marceau. Yes.
Oh, wow.
He's the one who created the moonwalk. And so anyway, he does the moonwalk on TV. Everybody's just amazing and everything. And of course, I'm amazed like everybody else. So we go in that club, dance and everything. And there are some mirrors on that time, you know, in 70s and things, there was mirrors. So I go next to the mirror and I try to figure out what this guy's doing, what Michael Jackson is doing. Yeah. And my friend laughed at me and they say, you look like a fool doing this kind of thing. What are you doing? And I said, I want to figure out this moonwalk thing that he does. What is it? For a half hour, I make a fool of myself. They laugh at me until I get the move. And when they see me do the move, they say, wow, this is so cool. I cannot believe that. How do you do that? I said, You make a fool of yourself for a half hour, and we'll see what happens.
Exactly.
I'm not going to teach it to you, you know? So now I know how to do it, and I'm going to keep working how to learn how to do that, to do even better and better. But there's a time when you're not going to be comfortable. So what? What is the problem with that? It's your decision what you want to do. If you want to learn something new, or if you just want to be like you are right now, it's your choice. You have a lot of people who follows, and they wonder why they don't have responsibility, why they don't make a lot of more money, because they follow, because they don't try to get out of the comfort zone. Get out of the comfort zone, get a couple bruises, so big deal.
It's so powerful what you said. You know, basically we have to be comfortable feeling uncomfortable.
That's
right.
That's
it's
right.
like we have to be comfortable
feeling
feeling uncomfortable, right?
That's
And if you look at anybody that has achieved anything,
Absolutely.
right? It's like you've seen like some of these, like you're talking about writing a book, right? So the story of the chicken soup for the soul, right?
Exactly.
They got rejected, and they kept going to all these editors, and they got rejected. And most people, after they hear one rejection, one no, they go like, oh, somebody say no. And by the way, Napoleon Hill, when he did that interview, you know, he discovered number one reason people fail is the fear of criticism. They listen to the family, friends,
Yes.
that say, who are you to think you're going to be a world champion?
Exactly.
Who are you to think you're going to do this?
That's right.
Who are you, right? And sometimes it's our own voice, right? Sometimes we have our own voice, like, oh, Pablo, you're not going to do that. You have an accent. People are not going to listen to you. You know what? We have to feel comfortable being uncomfortable because, like you said, results or excuses, but we can have both. So just go and have a good time. Go a couple of times, 2, 3, but the fourth time you totally forgot, right? So we're gonna be back. We're gonna have a break coming up soon. But then you want to know, how do you take it to the next level, right?
Yes.
We're gonna hear from Louis. How do you go like from being very good about what you do, because you want to be the best in your field, whatever it is, right? And Louis mentioned something very, very powerful. Is like so many times people say, I want this, but I also want that, and I want this, and I also want that. And you know what? You can have it all, I believe, but you cannot have it all at the same time, right?
Yes.
So in other words, you can have it all, right? But you need to focus on something. You can't be saying like, okay, I want to be the top of my field, and at the same time, I want to find the love of my life, and at the same time, I want to travel the world, and at the same time, I want to be drinking the pina coladas, right? You need to choose one thing, and we cover that in another episode, definiteness of purpose. You need to have a strong desire to make it happen, okay? You have to use your imagination.
That's right.
How are you going to overcome the problems? And like today, and you're learning from Louis, you need to be persistent. Okay?
Absolutely.
You need to be persistent, and you're going to be the top of the field. But now, on the next segment, when we come back, we want to know, we want to tap into the brain of a world champion, right? What makes the difference? That makes the difference, because you can be very good about what you do, but why not be the best? Because sometimes the effort is very similar, right? It may be a little bit of sacrifice here, like you were saying, not drinking, yes, right? Somebody else was dancing when Louis was dancing, but he wanted to have a little bit more fun, drank a little bit too much. The next morning have to pay, and then the next day was not ready, right? So you're only manifesting your dreams. We want to inspire you. We're going to give you tips that you can use, like today. There's a lot of things that you can use so you can also be manifesting your dreams. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Très bien?
All right.
Très bien.
Hola, ¿qué tal mi gente? Mi nombre es Lupita Ramírez, estoy aquí en la ciudad de Las Vegas, Nevada, y bueno, pues yo los invito para que vean el programa Creando Nuestro Destino con Pablo Miguel Di Velo. Les va a encantar, van a tener mucho que aprender, así que no se lo pierdan.
Social Media Shows is teaming up with RevolutionRadio2.com to present Social Media Shows Sunday, featuring the very best of social media shows starting at 6 a.m. We begin our block with Saved by Grace, The Good News, In the Office, Musician Loves Honey, and ending with Dark Music Television. This is on every Sunday starting at 6 a.m. on RevolutionRadio2.com. And if you want to keep up with all the shows, please keep tuning in to socialmediashows.com. We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire now.
And welcome back. You're here in Manifesting Your Dreams, and we are tapping into the brain, the mind of a world champion. We're here with Louis Barr, right out of France. We talk about so many incredible things. I'm just amazed how much content we were able to share just in a few minutes. So if you just join us, if you haven't seen the previous segments, you do want to watch them, and not more than once, because there's so much value. But we talk about when you want to manifest your dreams, you want to actually decide what you want and forget your excuses. So Louis shared, get rid of the excuses, because if you have the excuses, you cannot get the results, right? Then we talk about being ready to fall, right? And how he's learning in ice skating. He knew if he would jump in the air, he was going to fall.
That's right.
He was ready for it, right? And then what happens is, like you see, like right now with the World Cup, you see this guy hitting the ball, and it's like incredible. It's like a drone, right? But you don't know that for that ball to get there, he probably missed 200 times, right?
For sure.
Miss and miss and miss.
That's
But they don't show you that on TV, right?
Yeah,
Until
right.
eventually, it's like subconsciously, your subconscious mind takes over, and you just go and you do it perfectly, right? And then we talk about a lot of inspiration, right? A lot of inspiration and the benefits of dancing and things like that. So what we like you to share now is like how people can get in touch with you, how they can follow some of the things you're doing. You're doing this yearly event, the gala in San Diego.
The Great Gatsby Gala. It's in San Diego. It's based on the 20s. It's a competition where people...
Oh, the 20s, like the 1920s.
Yes, we all dress at 20s.
Okay.
And,
but we're almost in the 20s by the 2020.
Exactly, 2020, exactly. So
the
we are,
1920s.
we're going to have
Oh,
a big one right there. And so it's a competition where we have couple coming from all over the world, and we're dancing all the dances, but also we own the World Championship of Peabody, which is the dance from the 20s.
Oh, wow.
And we have some amazing stuff that happen right there.
I seen some of the pictures, man. That looks so much fun.
Yes,
Is it fun?
Yes, it
oh
is.
My God, it looked like fun.
Everybody's
Wow.
dressed at 20s. We have
Wow.
cars from the 20s. We have
my
music
God.
from the 20s. We have it's just absolutely incredible. The things, all the different things that we're doing and it happens. So that's a competition that we do with my wonderful Polish partner Kasia Kozak, who is just an incredible person, and full of energy as well. Talk about somebody who accomplished a lot of things in her life as well. This is not somebody who would take no as an answer.
Wow.
So
Very determined.
she inspired me as well when I work with her, because she's the kind of person that when I will work with her and I listen what she has to say, she's always so excited about everything, and she works so hard and everything. So very blessed that I find her and we partner together in that fantastic adventure, because she's incredible. I want to say something very important. Parents, your responsibility, our responsibility, because I'm talking to myself as well. I'm not telling you do something, I'm just saying our responsibility as parents is to guide those children to have the best outcome in their life possible. And I got very blessed with my parents. I tried to replicate that to my children, and I think I did okay. but I still.
You're doing fantastic, by the way. His daughter is incredible.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm very proud of her, and she actually became a manager because I trust her so much, and I think she's so talented. So, and I don't even talk to my son because if we go there, we're here for 4 hours because it's extraordinary. But listen, what I'm saying is this. When a child has, because that's what they start from. They start from your childhood. You have the right to have, your children have the right to have a dream. And the dream to be the next Michael Jackson, to be an Olympic swimmer, to be a singer. You know, they can. But the thing is, you have to help them to make this dream happen. You have no reason to say, no, you cannot do this. That's not your job.
That happens very often, unfortunately.
Oh my God,
right?
that happened too many times.
Yeah.
The thing is, you know, in our world right now, with everything happen, with all the media and everything that we don't use, unfortunately, the right way. But if you use the people who use the media the right way, they became big. I mean, look, Justin Bieber, the guy's on YouTube and he became one of the biggest guys in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you use and you help your children to do that, well, me, I had a mother who, for 4 years of her life. And I'm getting very emotional every time that I think about my mom, what she did for me, because she's the one who really basically made me where I am today. My dad too, because my dad is my hero. But my mom wake up every day at 5 o'clock in the morning to bring me on the ice before I was going to school.
Oh, wow.
For 4 years. I mean, could you imagine the commitment? Some evening, she was not even able to stay with my dad, watching movies or being together. She had to go to bed because she said, I need to wake up tomorrow morning to take care of my son, you know, and bring him to the ice rink. So I was on the ice rink skating at 5:30 in the morning every day. And when I was going to school, trust me, I was awake. Nobody was.
So you went to the skate and then you went to school?
And I went to school.
Wow.
I was skating 32 hours a week with a regular school program.
Wow.
I was in a regular school and I was skating 32 hours a week. I was starting in the morning, 5:30 until 7:30, 2 hours. I was going back because in France we have 2 hours and I was not too far away the ice rink. So I was still skating 1 hour and a half at noon, and on the evening I was skating between 4 and 5 hours, you know, every day. And so it gave me the chance to develop some skill and everything, but my mom is the one who brought me the morning and make me do the most difficult part of it. So parents, you know, if you have a child who has talent, there's 3 elements. You have the desire of the desire of the child who really wants to do it or not, which you can help to promote that. The coach, better take a good coach, because if he's not a good coach, it's not going to happen. And you, the parents. If you're missing one of those 3 elements, there's nowhere to go. You need to have those 3 elements in order, and anything can happen. Anything can happen. When I start to really realize that there's no limitation in life, when I start skating and after 6 months I was doing the first jump of the world championship, which is the axel at that time. And because I was working so hard, and because I realized there's no limitation. No limitation. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. I started playing piano a year and a half ago. Not for anybody else than me.
You mean a year and a half from now?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because I said, you know what, I need to still develop some skill. I need to still learning some new things.
Expand.
You know? Exactly,
right.
expand, you know. I play drums, but I said I need to play something else. So I started 5 minutes every day, because this is what my advice, that God has an advice and everything. And now I'm playing sometimes 45 minutes, half hour, 1 hour every day. And it's for me. I'm not here to impress anybody, I do it for me. But the thing is, I know that during that time I work in my brain, I develop different things, and I'm persistent to do something. So when I start skating, I work very hard to be there. And when I moved in the United States, I was not speaking one word in English, so that was very difficult. I worked in the barbecue restaurant first. It was very, it was very funny.
Kansas barbecue.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, yeah. My first word was, how many in your party? 3? I'm telling you, how many in your party? I knew that phrase by heart, I can tell you that. But after that, I looked at, they were looking for ballroom dancers, teacher, and he will train the people. So when I worked to this world of ballroom dancing, I was in the United States for only 9 months. I went over there and I was not speaking very well English still because I knew the vocabulary of barbecue, but I didn't know the vocabulary of dancing.
Oh my God.
So when they say, Louis, go forward, left foot, I say, what does it mean forward? I didn't know. So I see what they were doing, and out of this, I brought my skating world to the world of ballroom dancing, and I started to develop something, a style of dancing was a little bit different, and I work. When everybody was starting their day at noon, I was starting my day at 10. And I was working 2 hours on my dancing to be sure. So after 8 months, I was graduated already silver with honors, which is the second level after gold. And I was gold in 16 months. Yes, and after that, keep moving, and until I discovered Argentine tango, and I start to my wife. I met on that time she wasn't my wife, but she wanted to learn how to dance, so she learned how to dance. And one more time, I said, all right, this is what we're gonna do. Would you like to become my dance partner? She said, yeah, I would love that. And when I told her, I said, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna work so hard. I think you have talents. I want to help you. I want to take care of you. And in 1 year, we're going to compete at the national championship of Argentine tango. Are you kidding? No way I can do that. I said, I'll take care of you. We're going to go there and we're going to work the right way. So what I did, I organizing your training, organizing your thing. You have a goal, set up your goal to reach that goal. And you'll see that if you really organize and you set up this goal, you have more chance to do it. You know, I remember I read one day something that I really love very much. Don't make your goal too low, because the worst can happen if you can make it. So make your goal as high as possible, because trust me, if you want to be, my goal with my wife, that was not my wife on that time, that we became world champion in Argentine tango, and not only national champion. Well, we weren't just world champion. And what I was shooting for. Well, the thing is that after 1 year, she never danced in her life before, we became national champion.
Wow.
The first national championship we did, we became national champion, and we placed fifth in the world in that year, which is, we were 70 couple coming.
Wow.
So there was, you see, that's the thing, and I said, okay, so why probably we became national champion? Because we were shooting so much higher.
Exactly.
Then we actually reached that level faster. If you were just reading that level and say, okay, I guess that's the level. Okay, well, if we work that much, no, we were working to reach so much higher than we reached that level. You know what I'm saying? So compare yourself to the best, not compare yourself to the one who are not as good as you or lower than you. You're not gonna go anywhere. You know, if you want to sing like Celine Dion, you know, don't think you can't in the first place. If you're a girl, you know, you can't sing like Celine Dion. Just believe you can. That's it. There's a very, very, very famous singer. If you want to see her life and you want to, her name is Nana Mouskouri. She's a Greek woman. The first time she took a microphone to sing, it was so terrible. You would think that there was a cow that we heard was strong. How bad she was. She was such a bad singer. And she said, don't tell me I cannot sing. She took classes, everything. She now recognized one of the best singers in the world. She sang with the biggest singer in the world, Luciano Pavarotti, Bocelli. She'd sit with the big orchestra on the stage of the biggest world and everything. And her name is Nana Mouskouri. It's one of the most amazing stories because the woman didn't know how to sing, and she explained her story. But she said, "Okay, I will work for that." So whatever you want to do, you can. You know, right now, I'll tell you something. I love what I'm seeing. You don't see what I'm seeing right now. But right now we're in the room with a lady. We decided to have our own website and our own thing. Well, she just created her own thing in her house, and we are just right now in front of her camera, and she's creating our own network and everything. And so she didn't say, Oh, no, you need to have all the equipment, you need to have a big building, you need to have something. No, she's right there, you don't see her, she's beautiful, she's behind the camera right there, and she is absolutely, she's so excited, she's so professional, she knows what she's doing, she put us on the spot with everything, with Pablo, and she didn't take no for an answer. She said, this is what I'm going to do, and this is exactly what I'm going to do, you know? So, don't take a no for an answer, first. And second thing, know what made the thing happen. My daughter and I in 2011, we made this story. We for the first time, a father-daughter became world champion. And so in 5 dances. Well, I'll tell you what happened. I'm very close to my daughter. We are really doing fun stuff together. When we're on the floor, oh my God, she's crying because I'm too hard with her. Well, I'm not too hard with her. I'm trying to explain to her, and I say, listen, you need to work on this, more than this. Yeah, but Dad, I cannot do this. If I do this, I say, no, you don't understand. If you concentrate too much on this part, you're going to win. If you concentrate on what I'm telling you, even if you don't do that well, but you concentrate on this because I know that's what the judge is going to look for, you're going to win. Yeah, but I'm not. I say, you just listen when I say, and you'll see. I'm the coach. I've been there. I won the year before with a ballet master. The world title. So I know what I'm telling you. And so she said, okay. And we went on the world championship. Wow. And there we go. And she won the world title because of that. Yeah, the applaud that you hear right now is this fantastic lady behind the camera.
And that's Maria, by the way, and she's the creator of social media shows. And what you said is absolutely right. Yes. It's absolutely right. Out of nothing, you can make magic happen in your life if you just use your imagination. You're determined to fall a few times, make a few mistakes, right? And like you said, think high. Because if you think high, number one thing they discover is that when your goal is higher, you have more energy.
That's right.
Right? You have more invested. You have more energy to go. Because if your goal is like easy to achieve, it's like, oh, if I don't do it, it's not a big deal, right? But when your goal is high, like you were saying, world champion, that really gets you out of bed in the morning. So like, oh my, could you imagine if that happened? And you had tough love with your daughter. That's called like tough love, right? But you knew. Yes. And that's why it's so important. We say, find somebody that has achieved what you want to achieve, because that person can mentor you. That person can coach you, you know. And one thing I like about you, Louis, is like not only you've been able to achieve incredible things, you're paying it forward, right?
Oh,
you're paying it forward. Where you want other people to do what you've done, right? You want to inspire other people. And that's something, by the way, that every guest we had in the show have in common, achieve incredible things. But every single person, they took the time to come over here because they say, I want to inspire other people. And it's something they've done, improving their community, right? Improving their family. Absolutely. You know, just like what you've done with your daughter. And by the way, that's how we met. I met Christine, Louis' daughter, and I said, wow, what this woman is professional, she's creative, she has great ideas, and then we got to meet you and an incredible family, and I'm just so privileged to have you here in the show. We are out of time, Louis, but we need to do another one. We're gonna have to do another one. But we want, hopefully, if you're just watching us, you decided to take some dancing, okay? Because that's gonna put you mentally sharp. It's going to improve your body, your physical. You're going to get younger, right?
That's right.
And you're going to have fun.
You.
And if it's not, that's not your dream, it could be anything else. It could be writing the book. It could be improving in your work. It could be creating that relationship. And that's one thing that Louis...
You can do whatever you want. Don't think you can. You can do whatever you want.
Yes.
Work with the right people. And all the negative people in your life, you know, I'm sorry.
Get rid of them.
Put them on the side.
The negative people have to go.
If it's your family, just tell them I love you.
Love
and that's
them.
it. And just let them go out on the side. We always look at the positive people and the people who are going to inspire you and move you forward.
Yes.
You know, that's the way to do it.
Yes.
You know, don't get an ego, because that will absolutely destroy you. But be sure that you listen to the right people. Have some mentor in your life. And if you listen to these people, trust me, you will go wherever you want in life.
Because they want to help you. And that's one of the things that we learn, is that people that are successful, they want to help other people.
That's
they want to give you inspiration. They want to show you how they've done it. You know, they're actually approachable, right? It's like they want to help you. And then you find out they're just like you. We're just regular people. We all have to overcome challenges.
That's right.
You were shy. I will never imagine in my lifetime that this guy was shy when he was a little kid, right? So we hope you enjoy the program. We hope you share it with your friends. We hope you connect with Louis. And we're gonna inspire you. We're gonna take this to heart, apply it in your life, make things happen, because your story is gonna inspire others, right? So that's how we become a better community, a better country, and at the end, a better world. Thank you so much, Louis, for being here with us today.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you next week. You go and you manifest your dreams. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye for now.